Hello, this is Karen from CreativeJewelryMaking.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make your very own head pins, and I will show you an example of what I mean. Let me hold this up to the camera. These head pins are normally ones that you buy in the craft store or online. They're made out of fine silver, and they have a little ball on the end, which is adds a very nice element of style to your pieces. You can use flat head pins too, but I really like these because they have that little ball of silver on the end that just adds a little bit more detail and interest to your piece. So I'm going to show you how to make these today. Make your very own, and they're very easy and fun to do. And all you need is a few things to make your head pins. The one most important piece that you're going to need is the torch. And this torch that I have here, I purchased at a hobby shop, but you can also use, if you happen to have in your kitchen, one of those torches that you use for making creme brulee. They work as well. You don't need a really high-powered torch here because silver melts at a relatively low temperature. So the other thing that you're going to need is a heat protective surface, a bowl of cold water, and you're going to need to use fine silver. Now it's really important that you use fine silver. Sterling silver won't work. It won't ball up properly, so you do need to get fine silver. You can order that at suppliers online such as monsterslayer.com or Thunderbird Supply or any other supplier that sells fine silver. I usually use 22 gauge or 24 gauge. This is actually 24 gauge that I'm using today. So all you need to do is, I usually cut pieces around 2 inches. That's a good average size. Depending on what you're going to be using these for, you could cut them longer or shorter, but 2 inches is good if you're going to be cutting a number of these in bulk. So I'm just going to cut a couple pieces here, and then I am going to turn my torch on. So the other thing I wanted to mention is be sure that you have your safety glasses on as well, because you're working with flame. So I've got my torch on, and then you just pick up one of the pieces that you cut and you put it right into the tip of the flame, and very quickly the silver will ball up on the end there. I'll just hold this up to the camera again so you can see it. I know you can't really see this in the flame itself, but when you try this at home, you'll see it's very easy to do. You'll quickly learn how to get a good even sized ball with just a little bit of practice. So I just did another one there. And you know, you can see that you can make quite a few of these pretty quickly, so you can make quite a few in bulk. So I'm just going to do one more for you. And if I didn't mention it already, just be sure that you pick up this wire with your pliers and not your fingers, because the wire will get hot on the end. So just, you don't want to burn your fingers, so be sure to use a pliers when you're making these. Okay, so there we go. So I've made several here. I'm going to turn off my torch, and then all you do is you take your crystal. So I've got a Swarovski crystal here that I'm going to put onto the wire, and then see how nice that looks with the ball of silver on the end, holds it in place. And then you can take that, and what I did with this piece is I just took the end and I did a wire wrap and made a loop, and then I could hang that on a bracelet or a necklace or make a nice dainty pair of earrings. There's a number of things that you can do once you've made these head pins. So I hope that you enjoyed learning this technique, and until the next time, have a great time making your very own head pins.